They're not sheet metal. German forged steel. Okay? You want to know the difference? You use them every single day, which I don't. If you do, they need to be sharpened every 1 to 2 years. I've had them since '06 and have yet to sharpen them. Like I said, there are certain things that I use for chopping, slicing, and dicing. All right, let's use that food processor. Veggie wedger. These two need to be married. All right, you have this, you must have this. I believe. All right, and no, I'm not going to peel my onion. Want some fun food facts? If you are not much of an onion eater, you can actually, when you cut it, you need to leave this side on. This is the root. And did you guys know where green onions come from?
The ground.
They do come from the ground. Okay, this is how like not country I was until I moved to Arkansas. Green onions actually grow from the onion. Anyone know that? Like that's the sprout. Yeah. Okay. So like, hello. Totally didn't know that. And I tell people that all the time. Like I was so impressed. I went down to Barnhill Orchards to buy some real onions one day. Or real onions, like the ones that they sort of fake. But like, you know, nice, freshly grown onions, not from the grocery store. And they had green onions with them. And I was like, it's like getting a twofer. Shut up. That's the top of the onion. So anyway, that was my moment. You see, I've done something different with my hair lately, so. Anyway, so if you actually keep the root, I know. If you keep the root on your onion, and you start from the top and work your way down, your onion is going to stay fresher longer. Because how often do we not use a whole onion? And then like it shrivels up, right? It gets all dry and shrivels in your refrigerator. No. Start from the top. Keep the root on intact. Airtight it. Alright? You got to keep it airtight and keep it away from potatoes. If you have a potato and onion basket.
Make the eyes cry.
What?
Make their eyes cry.
Make the eyes cry?
Yeah, potato eyes.
Potato eyes?
Ah, my God, she's still not getting it. That was good. That was good.
Okay, I'm still slow.
That was good. That was good.
You know how there's a lot of times they have potato and onion baskets or drawers, like those old-fashioned bins, like you're supposed to put them together?
Yeah.
He says the onions will make the potatoes' eyes cry.
Yes.
You know, the little
Makes them
sprouts.
rot. All the gases coming off makes the potatoes rot.
Yeah, they're actually contradicting itself.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, I'm sorry.
I still don't get it, but okay.
Okay, so don't put them together. You make the potato size cry. Okay, but seriously.
Now we got a new show.
Don't put them together because it actually draws the flavor from the potatoes. They used to cut onions apart and put them next to sick people. If you were like had the flu or the cold or whatever, because literally
They will draw the germs into them.
they draw germs. So don't keep them cut open and not airtight and put them in your veggie drawer. You're going to kill all your vegetables.
You've been working in the Senior Citizen Center,
So-
haven't you? I know. We know the truth now.
So tell me that's not totally cool.
Yeah.
Okay? People like cooking tips. I'm not asking for all my consultants to be like memorizing all this. I've been in this business for 10 years now. 10 years? Do you think I knew that when I first began? No. No. I didn't know even how to make like ground beef. I didn't even know how to buy ground beef. Like it was straight Mexican food because my parents were from Mexico. So like all this kind of cooking was all new to me, okay? So anyway, cooking tips, people love cooking tips. All right, so the veggie wedger. You take it, you put it on. Did you see how easy it was to just, you know, go there with it? Tomatoes, oranges, limes, lemons. Go there with it. Have fun with it. That's what it's all about. All right? Then you don't have to, you know, work so hard.
I do the
And
apples, the seeds just fall right out. You don't even have to core it. You can just
Yeah.
run it through and the seeds they fall right out at the bottom.
Well, I had someone that said, hey, you know, I really like that. I'm debating about that in the apple wedger. They already had the core. So I was like, well, just take the core out the apple, and then put it on there. You're good to go. Okay? Keep it simple. It's all good. All right. You can actually load this, but I'm not going to use it all. We're just putting a little bit in there. Manual food processor. Silicone bottom. Doesn't slip and slide. You see how the whole table's moving? It will not slip and slide on your countertop or your table or your cutting board. I I always say it's like Suzanne Summers. Remember what she used to advertise? The Bun and Thigh Master, right? Who needs a plastic surgeon? Whip out your manual food processor and you have an automatic lift. And someone was like, yeah, but if I'm right-handed, how do I get my left side? And I was like, just turn it around. Okay? So anyway. Okay.
I became the drink while you're pregnant, right?
I became the Pamper Chef doctor. Anyway, so you go there with it. You can fill it up with like jicama. You can fill it up with jalapenos, your onions, your tomatoes, your ice.
Nuts.
Okay, margarita for one. Who wants to share 3 cups? I don't. Let's see.
Nuts?
Oh yeah, it will demolish. Okay, you have a bad day, you'll put, nuts in there and then you'll just have powder. So, but you can fill up your walnuts and your almonds and all kinds of stuff. 1 whole box of graham crackers crushed, evenly powder. Because a lot of times we take like something to pound it out, then you have chunks and then you have powder. Even graham cracker crust. Add 3/4 cups of powdered sugar to 1 box of graham cracker crumbs if you're going to do it homemade, and you will never eat it without powdered sugar again. The powdered sugar gives the graham crackers and the crust a whole different consistency. Like it's hard enough to be a crust, but it's soft enough to actually cut through. Okay? Because oftentimes you do a graham cracker crust and what?
This breaks apart.
It breaks apart because you can't actually slice and cut through it. So, something that's really cool.
Or you put green beans and mashed potatoes, and you pick either son to eat them.
That's right. Talk about hiding food. I'll be doing this. I'm going to be making homemade baby food this time around. It's going to be so easy, putting little ice cubes and whatnot and thaw them out as you eat them. But fresh, that kind of stuff. Pasta sauce, if you do have picky kids, a whole head of broccoli. Or, 3 or more zucchinis. You can grind it down, add it to your pasta sauce. Your pasta's still going to stay red. All right? Now you just infused more vegetables into that spaghetti dinner or lasagna or whatever without them, putting it in your mouth and spitting it out or, digging through it. Get it into them. Hide it, and it won't change the flavor either. So, love it. It's awesome. All right? Okay. So you can grind it down more, or you can keep it as is. I like to pass it around. All right. So where's all the food? I haven't even touched it. Right, where's the food located at? On the bottom. Where's it normally if you plugged it? On the side. So we're getting like this big old scraper and we're like, okay, let's push power again. Right? So instead, it's in the middle. It's on the bottom. Now, something that's really nice, this is what puts us different than the other companies. 1, it's not even electric, okay? So that's how easy it is. 2, we have patents on a lot of our items. Exclusive design right here on the pump handle, just like the salad and berry spinner. This right here, when you often take the blades out of the food processor, what comes out with the blade?
The food.
Food.
Uh-huh. Okay, ready? What is not in the middle?
That big spout.
Stem. That big stem's not
That
there.
big old stem, that big old spout, the
You
thing
can clean
that
it out like a bowl.
The big old hole where food falls out.
It does. Yeah, that's why no one likes to clean the food processors. Like it has like hidden food. So there's no stem. There's just this little tiny bump that it sits on. That little, you see that little hole? There's a little tiny bump that just kind of sits on. What's also different about the blade?
They're graduated and curved.
There's no food on it.
There's 3.
There's 3. All processors have 2. Exclusive design to the Pampered Chef. That 3rd blade keeps food from sticking and throwing to the sides. Keeps food from, it rotates the food back to the middle.
You don't have to unscrew anything.
You don't have to unscrew anything, okay?
3 different levels,
So,
isn't it?
huh?
3 different levels.
They are 3 different levels. Keeps that food rotating.
And they're very sharp.
Yes, they are very
Fair warning.
Okay. Very sharp. But that's Pampered Chef right there. I mean, that's why people love our product when they get to see our product. So anyone can look through a catalog and be like, woo, $50 for that little thing. But when they see it and the versatility of it and how they can make apple, or butter compounds or this or that, on page 34, 35, they have a whole combo set. So when I show it, I'm talking about page 34, 35 because you think I'm just going to sell this? You need that little tiny scraper. You need, the recipe cards to go with it. You need to know how to make some homemade, popsicles, all kinds of stuff.
You
So,
throw some tomatoes and some jalapenos in there too.
yeah. There you go.
Hummus, pestos.
Pestos, absolutely.
yes.
The smoothie is really good in there.
His smoothie is good. It is. It's really good. Or just the strawberry ice that was on the catalog a couple of years ago. Frozen strawberries, a couple teaspoons of water, a couple teaspoons of sugar. Boom. You got some really cool stuff. Anyway, all right. So I'm gonna go check the potatoes in a little bit. But here I'm gonna show you some other cooking tips on broccoli.
You eat with peanut butter?
What?
Eat it with peanut butter.
How long does the potatoes take?
35 to 45 minutes. Yeah. So eggs haven't been there yet. It will be.
Close.
Yeah. Okay, so oftentimes when we cut broccoli, the heads off broccoli, you're doing it on a cutting board, right? And what happens with these little nubs?
They fall off.
They fall off and they just start taking over the cutting board. Like they multiply like little aliens. Yeah.
That needs multiple hands.
You turn the tray upside down, okay? Remember, this comes with a knife block set when you get it for 60% off. You see that? That is the most inventive way of cutting broccoli apart. You hold it upside down and you cut the trees off. Boom, boom, boom. Of course, you can do one stem at a time, but it's that simple. And you can do it into a big bowl. But at least, if you don't want to, use a cutting board and have more dishes or whatever the case is, you hold them upside down. And you see, now it's, if any of it's coming off into the bowl. You're good to go. And then the micro cooker,